question coming from one of our youths asking about Lazarus and the rich man. When the rich man was in hell seeing Lazarus and he's wanting a drop of water on his tongue, what happens to people at the end? Well, the Bible is very clear using that story. Jesus on the cross with the thief said, "This day thou shalt be with me in paradise." The terminology "this day," and immediately the rich man went to hell, and immediately Lazarus went into paradise or Abraham's bosom. When we pass from this earth, we immediately go into eternity. But we are a three-part being, spirit, soul, and body. This body is buried in the ground. And so people have asked questions about what happens on the day of resurrection because of the element of the bodies in the ground. Well, number one, the body returns to the dust of the earth. So this physical body is not going to be with us eternally. It's funny how people focus so much on this body and very little on their spirit and soul, which is eternal. But those that are in paradise, those that are with Jesus, and those that are in Hades, they will rearrange to the place where they're supposed to be. Now, here's the thing about the church. Everybody that dies that is born again is going to go to heaven. But not everybody that is born again is going to be in the rapture of the church. So when Jesus appears, there is a rising that takes place where Jesus is going to come back with the church. But that's not everybody. So just because somebody died, they were born again, does not make them in the rapture. There's still a rapture, even because the dead in Christ shall rise first. Now, that's talking about those who have physically died before the appearing of Jesus. There's a doctrine out there that talks about soul sleep. I don't agree with it. I don't think through the scriptures you can make a very good case for it. That is basically everybody is kind of in this state of slumber, sleep, like when you sleep at night, you're unconscious. And then when Jesus appears, the dead in Christ shall rise up. Because we have scriptures like Jesus talking to the thief on the cross, "This day you shall be with me in paradise." So what about the judgment seat of Christ? If you're at the white throne judgment, you're going to hell. Believers aren't going to be there. That's where people are going to receive their death sentence, if you will, and go into eternity for hell. So there's a lot of things that are going on during the book of Revelations in the church and what's happening and what takes place when we die. But immediately when you cease to live on this earth, you're going to one or the other places. And now if you go into hell, you're going to be at the white throne judgment, and you're going to get your judgment of why you're there. But if you're in the presence of God, there is no judgment. And so this is why we need to live right, correctly now, and so that we're ready for Christ. There's a lot of theologies, doctrines on eschatology, the study of the end times, but there's one true fact. Everybody is going someplace after this earth, and we need to be ready to meet Jesus.